By the way, if you are the blog that I wrote, I took a couple days off last week because I was gone. There's just too much going on. But I got back to the daily Bitcoin journal today, and I was talking about Bitcoin security and how important it is. And I compared it to a bank. Because if you think about think about a bank. What are they protecting? Banks are protecting some physical cash, probably in the vault, but they're mostly protecting data. That's the one thing that the banks are mostly looking after. And think about how much time, energy, money, resources are spent protecting that data. And I said, Bitcoiners, we like to think of ourselves like we are our own bank. Like that's a big phrase in Bitcoin, be your own bank. But I think people underestimate the amount of responsibility that actually comes with that, because it sounds great in theory, right? You don't pay any fees. You don't have to wait, talk to customer service. There's nobody to wait in line for. There's no fees. You don't have to ask anybody permission for it. It's great. But just like everything in life, there's trade-offs. So you have to, it sounds great, but it's also a lot of responsibility you got to take on. And so kind of my point was, like I said, and this is what I think everybody should be taking the perspective of. You should be protecting your Bitcoin just like a bank protects their data, except I would say more. Because think about what the banks have. They have security cameras, they have security staff, they have Brinks trucks, they have guns, they have batons, they have everything, vaults. What do you have for your Bitcoin? Do you have any of that? And I would argue that you should actually have more security for your Bitcoin than a bank has. Why? Well, because first of all, the banks have insurance. You don't. Bitcoin doesn't have insurance. The banks are looking after somebody else's money. You're looking after your money. And the banks are protecting fake money that can be printed. You are protecting real money that cannot be printed. So it's something that you have to take seriously. You have to invest in this stuff. And that includes investment in time, investment in money, and maybe both. But the investment required is the same. Some of it's just going to be, you're going to have to spend more time learning. And some of it, if you don't have time to learn, you're going to have to hire somebody to help you with it. But you cannot take this stuff lightly. This is one thing throughout this whole course or throughout my whole channel here, that I really want to get across to people is your sats, no matter what amount you have, are more valuable than you can even imagine. And you have to take this stuff seriously. So Rob, get on you, man.